and for instance, how much can you stretch your groceries? And I wanted to show you today what $40 a grocery looks like for me. I usually shop at places like Safeway just because it's pretty close to where I live. And before, I used to do a lot of on sale shopping. I used to be the person who would go to hit up multiple places, buy stuff, and I would spend hours and hours going from one place to another. Now, as I've gotten older, I have a much more limited diet. Not because I have, not because I don't like other foods, but rather I just like to keep it simple. If I keep it to the basics, I don't have to worry too much about preservatives and things like that. So, what do I eat? Okay, so let me show you some of the stuff. Oh, hey, Jim. Some of the stuff that I bought today. This was, let me check what the price was over here. This was 239. It wasn't on sale. What I do is I cut this in cubes and then I add this seaweed over here. See this? It's some fresh seaweed. It's a Hawaii thing. And this was $2.42. So this was about 0.25 pounds. And I usually like cutting up the tofu, cutting it in squares, draining out the water, and then mixing this with some sea salt. I like Hawaiian sea salt with sesame oil and mixing it up. And this thing, I'll chop it a little coarsely. So this will be one little big dish, and this only takes about 5 minutes to make. I also got, as you guys can see, bacon. Bacon, it can be really pricey, so this was marked down. Whenever I go to places like Safeway, I always go head straight for the clearance section because I want to see, okay, let me buy the meat that's on clearance, because typically meat now is very pricey. So this was 30% off. Instead of this being $7.13, this was about $5 or so, right? So the per pound comes out to, what is that, six something, 580, something like that per pound. Not a bad price at all. What I do with this is I actually like making miso soup with it. So I can eat this, I can grill this, eat it as a snack, put on a cast iron. You can put this in like soup if you want. And what I like to do is I will cut pieces of this, some strips of bacon, cut it up in like 1 inch slices, throw it in a pot of water, add some miso in there, chop up this konjaku, add some seaweed in here too, and then an onion, and then some carrots. As you guys can see, the carrots was $1.59. And together, this makes a really good miso soup. If you guys think bacon tastes weird on miso soup, try it, and I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. There's this place in Hawaii. If you guys ever tried it, it's called Sushi King, and they have a really good miso soup. What they do is they put the bacon, they put the konjaku, they put carrots. I think they also put potatoes in there as well as the onion, and it is very, very, very nice. It's very like rich tasting, like a creamy tasting because of the bacon. And it's something that I really remember about that place. They're still around, by the way. But so yeah, you can make something like that. This came out to about $2.99. This was not on sale. Konjaku, it's kind of like a jelly. It doesn't have any flavoring on it. But if you just cut it in like half and then you just like slice it really thinly, throw that in a pot with the sliced bacon, carrots, peeled and then cut about 1 inch sections. Plus this, boom, you got some miso soup. So I would recommend that. That's a really good soup. And then finally, we got my steak, which is my favorite. I really, really like the grass-fed steak. This was marked down. I like it because it has a nice fat cap over here. This is a top loin. My favorite cut of steak is actually a pecan high, if you ever tried it. You look at the date over here. It was packed on the 25th. They said sell through the 29th, and today is the 27th, so I'm not worried about it. If I had bought it on the 25th, I guarantee you it would have stayed in my fridge today. So that's why I don't worry about the markdown stuff. And then this, I make really strong milk tea. And then I put my evaporated milk in there. All I do is, it's really, really strong Lipton tea, brewed for about 5 to 8 minutes, and then I'll add some evaporated milk until it's a good balance. Not too much, not too little, and that's my milk tea. And then I also got this. This is pumpkin pie. This was 50% off. So this came out to, I think, $3.50 because it was $6.99. So you can see all this food, right? All this food that I have over here, plus my little snack. I really like this Ika what's it called? I think it's Remon Ika something. I can't read Japanese very well. Uh, let's see. Saku Saku Ikaten? Well, I'm pretty sure that's Remon Ika something Gesso. I don't know. This is really nice. So this was $2.99, and altogether, all this food over here comes out to about $40. And this pumpkin pie, I can cut it into 8 pieces, right? 4, and then cut that into 2, 8 pieces. And that is what $40 at groceries gets you if you do buy markdowns. And yeah, it's really good. Oh, lemon. Yeah, lemon. My bad. Oh, lemon. I was thinking katakana. That's why I was thinking like hiragana. I was like, what? Lemon. Yeah. Ooh. So that is the stuff that I buy, and I hope that my little frugal tips help you guys. Don't be ashamed about going to the clearance section. This is stuff that is just would have been like if they can't sell it, they're gonna get rid of it. And I feel that if you're the kind of person like me where you buy groceries and usually you let it sit in your fridge for a couple of days, like what's the big deal? I feel that yeah, if I did not buy a lot of markdown stuff, my groceries would have definitely been around like the $50 region or so. And that this is not a lot of food, I think, for $50 compared to other things. But you can see a lot of the stuff is just basic stuff like bacon, meat, konjaku, carrots, evaporated milk, seaweed, tofu, more dried seaweed, and my $3 snack over here. I don't have any fruit in here because I already have fruit. My favorite apples. My favorite apples are these guys over here. They're called Envy apples. They're kind of, I consider them kind of like the bougie apples. They sell them at Costco. I think they're about $10 for how much? 4 pounds or something? 4 pounds. Yeah, I think it's like $10 for 4 pounds. But they're really nice. And if you don't buy them from Costco, they're usually about 370, 360, 370 a pound. So they're kind of pricey, but these are really good apples. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. I hope that you guys just decide to, save money if you can. You guys probably don't need me preaching over here, but hit up the clearance section and try to make use of ingredients and stretch them out as much as you can because times are getting tougher for a lot of people. And if you buy basic ingredients, from what I notice, then you will find that, when you go grocery shopping, you don't need to bring home 20 pounds worth of food. I don't do that. But then again, most of this is just for me. So as a result of that, well, I don't eat much because, yeah. So you guys can see the kind of food that I eat. It is a lot of, I do try to get my protein in. I am not scared of fat at all. Some people, they will get like evaporated milk, low fat. I don't think this is a high-fat food, like 2 grams over here, but yeah, I'm not scared of fat because fat and protein keeps me full, and that is the reason why you don't see me balloon up because I try to stay away from carbs, which sounds kind of funny with this pie over here, and I try to fill up more on vegetables and meats and fat, and that's it, animal fat kind of thing. So I'll talk to you guys later. I shall see. Oh, Troll is he's probably crying out in the corner somewhere. I think Troll just left. Troll was that kind of person. Like, Troll was a total troll. It's like, if you guys weren't familiar with Troll got so irked. He was like, oh, so, you have money in your stocks. Like, where did you get your money from? And I told him, I said, well, I have savings, and he was like, well, where did you get, like, he basically questioned me if I ever had a job, and I was like, yeah, and he was just getting really mad. I couldn't understand it, but I was like, why do I have to tell you? Like, okay, this is how I got my money, and this is the kind of job that I had, and let me prove to you the job that I had previously. Like, money doesn't appear on trees, so if you have a investment portfolio somewhere, somehow you have to have money to put in, and if it grows up exponentially, then that's a good thing, right? Some people, they only put in, let's say they bought Bitcoin when it was $200. I knew Bitcoin when it was $200. Bitcoin when it was $200, and now it went up, what is it now? 40 something thousand, maybe 50,000. Last time I checked, it was like 45,000. think I checked last week. Bitcoin's very volatile, but yeah, that's the kind of thing, right? So if whatever, you have to have some money to put into something, and how your portfolio or however much money you have really depends on if you're good at saving or investing. That's my my take on it. So if you guys save your money on food and other things and you invest your money wisely, okay, you can invest it in anything. You can invest it into your business, you can invest it into stocks, crypto, whatever, gold, silver. You know, if you want to buy gold at 1,800, go you. But yeah, whatever you guys do, right? If you want to have financial stability, in my opinion, your chances are greatly increased when you do save money and you do live ideally beneath your means. I would not say people should live at their means, but I would recommend people live heavily beneath their means if they can, because I don't know any person who was stressed out and said, "Oh, I'm so stressed out because, I could have spent, I don't know, like $150 on groceries this week, but I only spent $40." See? And you can use that cost savings, that difference, $110, and put it into your stock portfolio instead. Yeah, so, uh, so yeah, oh, Sunny. Yeah, so I'm gonna get going. I gotta put the meat away. I know someone's gonna be like, Erica, the meat's out. I know. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.